In this video, we are going to be going over how to catch Speilfinne, the legendary Atlantic salmon in Norway. And as you can see, Speilfinne is quite a monster, 80 pounds. Let's take a look at her traits. The first one is she's a hard fighter, definitely one of the best fighters in the game, and a lot of fun. And very fun to watch as well. As you can see, jumper, she will jump way out of the water while she's on your line, and that's pretty entertaining. And the next one is important, called Rising Sun. Will rise to the surface during daytime but hides as soon as it spots tackle. The first part gives you a clue that you want to be in the time range of 0600 to 1900. So start in a day or morning server, and you will see her potentially on the surface, which makes things a lot easier. And we're going to see if we can spot her in this video. So let's look at what her lure preferences are. And as you can see, she is a she. It's the last word in the first sentence there. Egg, spoon, spinner, redworm. So it looks like you can catch her on either a float or a lure. I've personally never caught her on a bottom rig, but one of these days I'll have to try it. That's the last one there. Artificial corn yellow. Looks like it's going to have to be nighttime for that to happen. So let's look at what gear we are going to use. I am going to use the Grau, which is a 55-pound bait casting rig, with the mediator. Both of those are available at level 35 in the regular tackle shop. Make sure you're using braided, and then I'm going to use a 2-aught spinner. Now I happen to be at the tackle shop at the moment,
You look like you know what you want.
so we'll go look at that bait casting. So here it is, 7,000. Same thing for the reel, 5,500 for the mediator. So get those two if you don't have them. If you're close to level 35, level up. It might be possible to catch him, or catch her, I should say, on less than 55. That's not one I've tested yet, but it's going to be an awful tough fight. So I would go with 55. So one thing you want to notice there is that 2-aught is also the silver hook size for Atlantic salmon. So that means that you're probably going to catch silvers while you're looking for Speilfinne. If you don't like that idea, you can come over here to jerkbait. I don't know why this is, but it shows 2-aught at the end, which makes you think there isn't anything bigger. But if you go to the left, there absolutely is a 4-aught, and this 4-aught jerkbait would allow you to catch Speilfinne with only the possibility of also catching a diamond Atlantic salmon, which I usually don't complain about. And then there is a 3-aught option, and then Atlantic salmon will also hit crankbait, so you could use the 3-aught crankbait, which will limit you to just golds. Now that you know all about Speilfinne and you have your gear set up and ready to go, the next thing you need to know is where to find her. She could be in any of 4 currently known locations. You see the purple mark on the left, the 2 in the center map, and 1 here over at the right. I am currently at the center where she is this week, but that doesn't mean she'll be there when you're ready to catch her. But how do you know where she is? Well, on Wednesday nights at 10 p.m. Eastern United States time, folks will go out and search for the new legendaries. And if it's Speilfinne, it will be posted in the trophy gallery in the official Angler Discord. If you're not a member, I've pasted the link to join in the description of this video. And I strongly encourage you to join. It's a great community of folks who will help you answer questions, and you can post your trophies along with everyone else. So now that you know where And of course, you can also check my YouTube channel. I post them as quick as I find them, and typically also on Reddit as well. First thing you want to do is look around visually. You can often spot Speilfinne on the top, as we've discussed during the day. So start in a day server. No sign of her. I'm going to do a max cast. I can bump that speed up to 4x and let it come in. So I like to do this like a clock, starting at 12 o'clock, then go around to 2 o'clock, 4 o'clock, and so on. We'll let that come in. So next you want to cast it 2, 4, 6, and so on. And if you don't have any luck, then what I suggest you do is put another marker around the area. Now, Speilfinne can be anywhere in the zone, wide zone, around where it was posted it is caught. And where one person catches it is not necessarily where another person's is going to be. So what you don't want to do if you're in multiplayer is if someone else catches it, go pull up on their boat because you think that's the right spot. Everyone has their own fish, and where theirs is may not at all be where yours is. So you want to do a search pattern around the area. So move your boat over here, then move your boat over here, and do your casting around the boat like a clock until you find her. Now, if you've moved 4 or 5 times and still had no luck, I suggest then you exit out and try a new day server. Oh, and look at there. There is Speilfinne sitting right on top of me, right at the boat. Not spinning, but we're going to cast past her and see if we can get her to tear into that lure. She seems to do that an awful lot, where she'll just, of course, the small one's going after it. I hope it doesn't distract Speilfinne. You could, if you have a big float, switch over to float when you see that and get her to hit on the float. Let's try again. I'll run it past her nose. You don't want to bonk her. Oh, look at the nice jump. Beautiful. And there she goes towards the lure. And we're on. Couldn't have planned that any better. It's going to be a pretty tough fight on 55-pound line. You want to work the drag. No need to pump the rod. No need to get impatient. Some beautiful jumps. Go into the hot red. If you look in the lower left, you can see what I'm doing with the drag. And then bring it out. Usually not quite that easy to have her right on top of your boat, but it's not that uncommon. Didn't see her at first, but then she's just right there. And I've had that happen many times. She really seems to like to come up to the boat and play peekaboo. Continue to work that drag. Should be about I think roughly about around a 10-minute fight on 55-pound line. You just want to tire her out with the drag. Should be some pretty spectacular jumps coming up. She is definitely a tough fighter, but this 55-pound line is enough to get her in. You can pump in the gray or in the white if you really want to. I prefer to just let her do her thing. Big fish, pretty tough to move them. Definitely got some energy tonight. Let's see if we can give her a little encouragement. There you go. So you couldn't move her at all, even in the gray. It is definitely not done yet. But at least we're getting out of the danger zone. Coming in nicely now. She gets close, expect some big jumps. There's a nice one out there. Small one. Usually get some serious air close to the boat. See if we get another big one or if she's just tired. Looks like she's just tired. And there you have it. Great big old Atlantic salmon. Simple as that. 8 minutes, not bad. Beat the 10-minute mark. That's really all there is to it. If you enjoyed this video, if it helps you catch speelfin, please give it a like and subscribe to the channel. Happy fishing.